Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So, the Oath Keepers trial is about halfway through at this point. We're just headed towards the end of week 3. At the beginning of the week, the jury was shown numerous surveillance videos from the Virginia hotel where they had their weapons stash, that trove of weapons for their quick reaction force. Various Oath Keepers, including some of these defendants, were seen carrying weapons in or hauling weapons to their rooms on luggage carts. The defense attorneys tried to play down the weapons. They said, oh, this is common practice. This is just what the group did every time they attended a protest. But the prosecutor presented bank records showing that the group's leader, Stewart Rhodes, spent $20,000 on weapons just during his road trip from Texas to DC. So obviously, there's something unique that he planned or intended about the Capitol protest. Rhodes stopped a minimum of 6 times, they showed, to purchase assault-style rifles, ammunition, and scopes. And the prosecutor showed that on January 5th, he also sent numerous night vision devices to a woman named Marcia Lessard. So she ran an organization called Virginia Freedom Keepers. Lessard, by the way, is an associate of Roger Stone, and she was issued a permit for January 6th to protest on the Capitol grounds. So kind of a strange thing for Lessard to need night vision goggles for a daytime peaceful protest, quote unquote, at the Capitol, right? Rhodes' attorney kind of threw the rest of the Oath Keepers under the Trump train, by the way. He pointed out that, Rhodes wasn't seen carrying any weapons into the hotel. Only his members did that. Rhodes didn't do that. And then the defense also noted that the weapons were never used or were never moved from the hotel to the Capitol. But an FBI agent who testified told the jury, quote, "The armed rebellion wasn't over." And then she explained how the group continued to plan for an uprising even after January 6th. The agent also said, quote, "The point of the QRF was to prevent Biden from taking power in whatever form that took. I think the QRF was meant to occupy DC." And the government shared with the jury how he continued to buy weapons after January 6th. That's something I've shared with you guys here. The prosecutor also shared segments from a podcast that was recorded the morning of January 6th. It really disproves the Oath Keepers' defense that they were only in DC to provide security to VIPs. Oath Keepers members Ed Vallejo and a man named Todd Canderas were guests on the show. And at one point, Canderas told the host, quote, "We are the final check and balance to this process. Is there a shot heard round the world moment? The possibility definitely exists." So Vallejo will be on trial next month. For some reason, though, Canderas hasn't been charged. But the most damning evidence presented this week so far has come from the testimony of an ex-Oath Keepers member, a man named Jason Dolan. Dolan is one of the members who accepted a cooperation deal. He's a 46-year-old Marine veteran. He joined the group after the 2020 election, so he was very new to the group at this point. And he confirmed that the first time he met with the group, Roger Stone was there. He made an appearance and he spoke to the group. And the prosecutor shared an encrypted message that Dolan sent to fellow Oath Keepers on December 6th of 2020. In this message, Dolan was struggling with how to tell his family about his January 6th plans, which he said included, quote, "No pay, no coming back, no awards, no homecoming, and if I'm lucky, I get a prison sentence tagged with treason or a bullet from the very people I would protect." Then Dolan added, quote, "I think my biggest trouble is trying to convince myself to say goodbye to my family after all they had to endure with the likelihood of never seeing them again." He admitted that he was preparing himself for the possibility of death and going to DC on January 6th. I mean, that tells you everything you need to know about what they had planned. And Dolan told the jury that he knew it would be, quote, "treasonous, fighting against what I saw as an illegitimate form of government." However, he said it was clear from what Rhodes and others said that they plan to, quote, act to stop the certification of the election by any means necessary. That's why we brought our firearms. Those were his words. And Dolan admitted that his intention was to terrorize the lawmakers. He told the jury, quote, I wanted them to be afraid of me. If they weren't going to do, in my perspective, do the right thing, maybe they could be scared into doing the right thing. And he also admitted to attempting to destroy evidence. He reset his cell phone. He also deleted photos and encrypted messages. So the defense tried to undermine his credibility by pointing to his history of alcohol abuse. But Dolan readily admitted to drinking excessively. He said he was trying to kill the pain of injuries which he sustained during his time in the military. And then Dolan also conceded that had Trump invoked the Insurrection Act, quote, there would have been a lot of violence. There you have it, guys. I mean, he was on the inside. He saw and heard what was going on. He knew what they were planning. I don't know. We'll see. In my opinion, I don't think that they're going to get them for seditious conspiracy because they didn't end up doing it, right? They may have planned it, but they didn't end up doing it. Had they done it, though, there would be people dead there. And maybe if they had succeeded, we wouldn't be having this trial right now because Trump would be in charge. I think that they can maybe get them on obstruction of an official proceeding. I think definitely civil disorder, some felonies like that, and definitely destruction of evidence. But I don't know. These juries have been far more severe in their convictions than I thought that they would be. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.